Next we have James Hollingsworth. Hey, Madcaps, how are we doing tonight? Yeah. Looks like I'm looking at a lot of people out here. You all look like couples, a lot of couples? Yeah. Okay, you're all very skeptical about where I'm going with this. Yeah? Any single people though? One person, excellent. Wasn't going to admit it. I appreciate you making me feel even more alone by not, mentioning it. It's cool. It's fine. I hate being single over the holidays. I'm sure we've all been there sometimes. When New Year's came around, my sister and brother-in-law, they asked me, "Hey, James, do you have any New Year's plans?" And I was like, "Nah, I don't got anything going on." They were like, "Oh, well, that's perfect, because we're going to go to this party out of town." And I was like, "Oh, man, that sounds great. I'd love to go." And then they were like, "Oh, well, we just wanted you to watch our dog." So I was like, "Okay, listen, that's my bad. I shouldn't have just assumed you were going to invite me. I probably wouldn't have even known anyone there." And then they were like, "Well, actually, you will know some people there. It's going to be everyone from volleyball." Everyone from volleyball? Well, then why wasn't I invited? Well, we're trying to keep it to a tight 8. 8 isn't tight. 9 is just as tight as 8. Look, James, our dog's gonna be all alone. There's gonna be fireworks. She's gonna be so anxious. Well, gee, guys, that's really considerate of the dog's feelings. So I didn't watch their dog. Screw them. But then as Valentine's Day came around, they changed their strategy. So this time I got a call and they were like, "Hey James, would you like to watch our dog so you're not completely alone this year?" And that worked. It's a very nice dog. I don't know. So I was on one of those dating apps and I was swiping through, and I came across this beautiful woman with a bunch of tattoos. And she would have been perfect too, if it wasn't for like the tiniest of swastika tattoos. Yeah, you guys have probably run into this, where you'll come across a perfect 10, but then she'll have a swastika tattoo, and it drops her all the way down to a 7. Yeah, for some people, only as low as a 9. Right. Totally worth it. We all love that joke. But the weird thing was, she wasn't white. So I thought, okay, maybe this is like a Buddhist swastika. Or a Hindu swastika, because that symbol actually means different things in different parts of the world. And then when I looked closer at the tattoo, it turned out to be a Charles Manson tattoo. So not exactly the religion I was hoping for. Better, maybe? I'm not sure. My roommate, she recently broke up with her boyfriend because she found out that he was cheating on her with 5 different women. Oh, boy. Yeah. And now he's stalking her, which is kind of ridiculous, because the whole charm of having a stalker is that they only have eyes for you, right? Like when I stalk a lady, she's my one and only, right? When I stalk you, you're going to find words of affirmation, little notes in your purse. You're going to get wonderful photos of yourself in public without you looking at the camera. If you've ever seen an Instagram where the girl has like this, she's just looking off to the side, but she looks gorgeous, that's because she has a stalker. Who cares? But this guy, he could just be following other women on the side. Like, ladies, imagine you're in the parking lot. Some guy jumps out from behind you, grabs you, drags you to his car, and then when you get there, there's already some other woman tied up in the back seat. Like, wouldn't you just feel underappreciated? Yeah. But no, we should have known he was a bad guy from the start, because he was always really confident when he went to hit on women. And I think the only reason people are really confident when they go on to hit on the opposite sex is because they know they're going to be the crazy one in that relationship. That's why I think we should all be tentatively afraid of each other when we approach, right? Yeah, like ladies, if you're talking to a guy, he might seem like a genuinely nice guy, but you always got to keep it in the back of your head that he might try to physically harm you one day. And guys, if you're talking to a girl, she might seem kind of nice, but you always got to keep it in the back of your head that she might try to say something that'll cause you to physically harm her one day. So you see, we just all have things to be concerned about. Tried getting advice from a pickup artist on YouTube. Yeah, we're seeing the theme here. And his advice was just keep on asking out random women until eventually one of them says yes. That roughly 1 in 50 will say yes. 1 in 50, yeah, that is a very small success rate. That's a 2% success rate. To give you an idea of how small that is, consider that Stockholm Syndrome affects roughly 8% of the population. Now, I'm not saying, you should kidnap women in place of asking them out. I'm just saying that's what the data supports. A better way I find is to have gay guys hit on me. Because when gay guys hit on me, I can see what's working and what's not working, right? Like if a guy is super aggressive, blocks my exits, gets really needy and handsy, that makes me feel bad about myself. So obviously I shouldn't do creepy things like that to women. But if a man compliments my eyes, I walk away feeling wonderful. That makes my week. That puts a smile on my face every single time, and it's such an easygoing icebreaker, like you, ma'am. Can I just say that you have very expressive and honest eyes? It's a joy to watch you smile. Yeah, see? That puts a smile on her face. She's happy. Her boyfriend's pissed. But honestly, sir, I don't know why you're so mad with those smoldering, sexy eyes. See? He likes it too. Now we're gonna have this awesome three-way after the show. Everything's going great. Everything's looking up James. My roommate, she tried to hook me up with one of her gal pals, and because they're very socially liberal, they wanted to hang out at a gay bar. So 4 of us go to the gay bar, on this double date, and shortly into the night, the 2 women in our party order drinks and then go to the restroom. So now me and this other guy have to watch their drinks as if anyone's going to do anything to their drinks at the gay club. But as we're standing there, I'm thinking, oh no, now with the girls gone, all these gay guys are going to hit on me, and I'm going to feel really uncomfortable. And it turns out the only thing more uncomfortable than a bunch of gay men hitting on me is a bunch of gay men hitting on my more attractive friend standing next to me. And it wasn't even just the gay guys, It was the trans people. It was the straight women who came to the club just to dance. I was getting passed up by the entire Kinsey scale. What was worse was we were laughing, we were talking, we were chatting it up. Why didn't they think he was with me? Was this man so far out of my league that they just thought they could roll up and take my man from me? I got so angry, I chased one of these gay guys out of the bar screaming, hey, you get back here and compliment my eyes this instant. He did not, as I am an ugly crier. Yeah. I am happy, though, that I'm able to go into a gay club and not feel super insecure about it, though, these days. Wasn't always the case in high school. I was super insecure about homosexuality. Like, I had a gay friend, but I was always worried when we were hanging out that people would think I was gay, too. Because he would wear these things called Bermuda shorts. You guys know what Bermuda shorts are? Yeah, they're like these really tight, very effeminate shorts with stylish rips in them. Yeah, very flamboyant. And I thought, oh man, if we were hanging out, people would think I was gay too. So I thought of something. I'd tell him a joke and then maybe he'd stop wearing the shorts. So one time he comes up to me, he's like, hey James, what's going on? I was like, hey buddy, do they call those things Bermuda shorts? Because when you put them on, your penis disappears? Yeah, I'm glad you liked it. He didn't like it so much, but it worked, He stopped wearing the shorts. In fact, he stopped wearing those shorts up into the day he killed himself. I guess what the shorts really made disappear was my friend. No, guys, he didn't kill himself because I made a joke about his shorts. He actually went on to marry my sister. Yeah. And then he killed himself, so it's probably something she said. Yeah. But no, in all honesty, I am happy people are a lot more socially accepting of people's sexual orientations these days. That's pretty cool, right? That lady likes it, whatever she's into. But no one likes each other's kinks. You ever notice that? Like if you're talking to a friend, they share a kink with you, and you're like, no, that's too much. Like furries get it rough. And not just because they dress up like dogs. But like imagine, you buy a $1,000 costume. It's like $80 for the convention tickets. It's another $180 just for the plane ride to the convention. Don't ask how I know the prices. Did you pay all that, just so you don't have to fuck an actual koala? That's called being responsible, right? That deserves some respect. Some women like to be choked. I'm fine with that. I do, however, have some concerns. Like suppose I was with someone, you know, fingers crossed, and they wanted to be choked, but I went a little too hard and they stopped breathing, right? That'd be terrifying. The only thing scarier than that would be like if 10 minutes later they woke up screaming in the trunk as I'm trying to drive off to the Everglades. Like, you know, on the one hand, I'd be relieved, right? Because she's alive. On the other hand, is she gonna be cool if I pop this trunk? Do I have to finish this drive to the Everglades? Like, I feel like we were both on board at the start of this. Anyways, decisions were made. You've all been a great audience. Please give it up for your host.
Give it up one more time for James Hollingsworth. All right, so we're gonna keep this party going. Got